Yeah, man. Peace, peace. Told y'all I'd be here all day long. I'm definitely going to deliver on that. SamAnt, CEO, DLS Media Incorporated, viral hip hop news, content creator of my favorite channel, Push Up with SamAnt. Was good, people out there. Whoever comes into the building as y'all come through, make sure you hit that like button. Taking a little walk over here to this gym real quick. We'll get a workout. We'll get a workout in the chat with y'all. Let's get a good vibe going. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this one right here. I was just listening to my bro, Oh God, on Oh God TV. I mean, I didn't get to hear the whole thing, but he was dropping some gems over there, man. I wish I could have caught that live, but he was talking about just being obsessed with success, basically. And that kind of motivated me and sparked me to go, okay, I know what I want to talk about today. I know how I want to build now. I was on here a little earlier talking about the importance of resting your body, resting your mind, and not overworking yourself. Now, I don't suggest or never suggest too much rest. You know what I mean? I don't suggest stagnation at all. We should all get out here and push through the soreness, push through the pain, push through the bullshit. But if you find yourself, you know what I mean, a little different, it's a little more severe than just being tired or something like that, and your body is telling you something, then you may have to listen to it and get a little rest like I had to. Peace and good morning, everyone out there. I just seen a comment come through. I didn't get to check that. I checked out once I walked to the gym, but peace, everyone out there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, probably now. But yeah, man, you got to know your body. You got to know when to rest it. Now, I was a couple days ago, I was talking a little earlier. The holidays are coming up. And my mother, she was a little down. She gets down around this time for her personal reasons. And our landscaper kind of, you know what I mean, kind of forgave us, kind of was on some shady shit. So I had to grab a new landscaper, right? But in the meantime, stuff needed to get done. There's leaves everywhere. It's fall. Things are looking a mess. My mom comes home from working real hard. The energy is messed up because, you know what I mean, she can't come home to a home that she's used to seeing. So I had to take it upon myself to make sure that my mother was straight. You know what I mean? And I made sure her yard was good. Foxy lady, good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Hope all is well. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, I took it upon myself to kind of make sure that mom was straight. You know what I mean? And that she kept her faith alive. Because my mother is definitely a woman of hope, but not a woman of faith, if that makes sense. She hopes things are going to be okay with the possibility that they may not. I have faith that no matter what obstacle comes in my way, everything's going to be okay. So I try to give my mom a little faith. You know what I mean? And I went out there and I grabbed one rake and I just did the whole thing from 7:45 a.m. to about 5 p.m. nonstop, just making sure that when she got home, her energy was correct. And I succeeded. I was very successful in that, and that made me happy. She was happy, etc. But I'm getting to a point because I didn't take care of myself. I didn't eat the night before. I didn't hydrate the night before. I went out there just trying to be Superman, trying to be stubborn like I usually have a tendency of doing. And I dehydrated myself. I didn't drink anything all day, didn't eat anything all day. As I was even busting my ass out there, and it caught me, and I got messed up. So I had to take a couple of days off, which is why I ain't been on the channel. Just rest my body up because I beat it down too bad. But I'm back. I'm excited. I feel motivated this morning, this afternoon. I can't wait to talk to y'all, man. So I'm gonna get in 20 minutes on this treadmill real quick and have a conversation, then work a little back and biceps. But yeah, man, obsession. Now, whether we know it or not, we all have our vices, we all have our obsessions, and we all have things that, whether we want to or not, subconsciously we just kind of run to. You know what I mean? We kind of run to, whether it be the snack or whether it be the woman or the man or the bad habit, whatever it is, our obsession usually leads us in a direction where we don't gain results. But when you look at entrepreneurs and you start looking at the habits of successful people, you see that their obsessions are a little different than those of the norm. You know what I mean? Peace to whoever's in the chat room right now. Make sure you hit that like button. You know what I mean? So you find that entrepreneurs' obsessions are very different. They only associate themselves with people like-minded. You know what I mean? They often find themselves up early, working, doing their thing. I know, Foxy lady, trust me, I found out the hard way and I got humbled, but I learned. We are good now. But yeah, man, you see, entrepreneurs usually they find an obsession with success. They don't allow that one feat of success drive them. They don't let complacency drive them. They're always looking and striving to kind of work harder and do better. And they're obsessed with success. Now, like I said, a lot of us are obsessed whether we know it or not, but a lot of us are obsessed with failure. We're used to it. It's something that we've grown, like I said, accustomed to, and we've accepted it. You know what I mean? El Jesse, blessings to you, man. Peace and blessings. It's my honor. Trust me, I appreciate it more than you do. But yeah, man, we got to establish goals in life because we all aspire to be something and do something. But along the way, somewhere, we allow those bad obsessions to take over, creating bad habits. And then we get stuck in this rut where we don't feel like we can get out. I'll give you a prime example. I live in Jersey. I mean, I have a lot of casinos around me. And my family growing up, a lot of them were in that casino industry. My mother's still in the casino industry. My father still in the casino industry. And the thing about that is you make decent money. It's cool, especially when you get out of high school and you're not used to really making any money. Another avenue outside of going to college will be working in the casino. It's fast money. It's a fast life. It's never stopping. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's no clocks in there. So as a youngster, it's like, damn, yeah, this is the way to go. So I remember old God and I, we always kind of was just like the allure of the casino was something that we always kind of aspired to, especially with our parents working in there. But we soon realized that that shit was one of the biggest traps you can get caught in because a lot of people, especially in the casino industry, is they get caught up in there at 18, 19 years old and then find themselves never leaving. I'm talking doing 40, 50 years in an establishment that has chewed them up and spit them out. Because like I said, a casino is 24 hours, 7 days a week. So then managers and then people can tell you when and when not to come out. There's no such a thing as a holiday. There's no such a thing as a weekend. They'll work you as hard as they can for as little money as they can, and they'll spit you out. Now, like a lot of people in my area, I got out of high school and wanted to get into the casinos, wanted to try to get something, some kind of fast money, didn't want to go to college right away, I jumped to the casino. And I got trapped. I mean, and I got caught up. And I got caught in bad obsessions, the things that aren't going to further, you know what I mean, my soul, further me, and aren't going to do anything more but distract me, you feel me? So had to bust my ass to make sure I got up out of that bad habit. And I worked my way out of it. And the first way I had to do that was understanding that there was a way out. That this casino that I sat in 4 or 5 days a week, all night, diet messed up, sleeping regimen all messed up, them telling me when I can and cannot leave. I got more talent on my pinky than they do on their whole soul. Just didn't feel good. And I knew I needed a way out. So I changed my obsession. I became obsessed with being great. I became obsessed with changing the narrative when it came to my family and how we were going to be looked at. We weren't just going to be hardworking, 80-hour-a-week casino workers. And I mean, providing a great example for our family, but never really giving any, what's the word I'm looking for? Giving any wealth, generational wealth to pass down. I love my family, my mother, my father with all my heart. My dad talks about 401k a lot, and I hear him, but I'm trying to pass down a different kind of generational wealth. Businesses, corporations, assets, to where when my children get out of high school, the last thing on their mind is a casino. But I got to be obsessed with that now. It takes an obsession to get up every day and hear the word no. It takes an obsession to get up every day and be rejected, to work hard, to persevere. All these words aren't very easy words to attain and accomplish. And that's why you see a lot of people not finding success very early, because it's not easy to be great. It's not easy to persevere and to be disciplined in your goals. It's very easy to be lazy. It's very easy to be undisciplined. It's very easy to eat bad. That's why they try to throw you the nonsense early, to program you to eat bad early. Because if you have a bag of Chips Ahoy cookies at 4, the last thing your ass is going to want is some kale right after it. And they know that. I mean, it's a lot harder. And a lot of us have been programmed since birth, child, adolescent, teenage, young adult, adulthood, and don't even realize it. Oh yeah, I would love to go vegan, but I love this chicken, or I'd love to have my own business, but I got this job, and well, you got a lot of excuses. We got to break down those excuses and stop doing those yeah buts and just work. The last thing a successful person wants to hear is yeah but. Nobody want to hear that. The world don't want to hear that. So throw that yeah but out the window, and let's figure out solutions on how we can win and create these opportunities for ourselves. Adversity is going to come every single day. And adversity is not going to stop if you got 10 million, 100 million, $100. Adversity is always going to look you dead in the eye and see what you got. How will you stand up to adversity? How will you stand up to pain? How will you stand up to a little negativity? Got to rise above it. That's what creates the strongest people, strongest men, strongest women. I know I got a lot of strong people that watch me on this platform. And although the numbers aren't necessarily as great as the other platforms, they still make a hell of a difference. Like I said, this is my favorite channel. Rocco is in the building. My dude, what up, what up? Told you I'd be in here, man. Rocking out with the people. But yeah, man, it takes an absolute obsession, undying will to be great. Hey, man, I'm blessed. I feel way better. Like I told you last night on the podcast, them leaves tore me up, boy. We're back in the building now. I feel good. I feel real good. I'm obsessed with being great. Not let nothing stop me, anything stop me, excuse me. We're going to keep working. We'll do another 5 minutes on this and get some back and biceps. And it was a great discussion on the Uncensored Truth podcast last night with my bro, old guy. Had a dope interview with an entrepreneur by the name of Manny. He's a barbershop, an owner of KOB Barbershop in Pleasantville, New Jersey. I don't know if you guys watch Hip Hop News Uncensored, but Oga does promotions on a lot of his beauty lines over there. So we had him in the building last night. We had a real great build. He's Dominican, comes from the Dominican Republic, moved over here to New York when he was 18 and let nothing stop him. It was the grind, it was the will, it was the passion. And a lot of times, and I asked him this, I said, was it his culture? Was it where he came from that motivated him to come over to a place where a lot of us, Black Americans, find trouble and don't find a lot of success? And we have a tendency to have reasons why we don't have success. And a guy over here can come over from Dominican Republic, blacker than me, move right into an urban neighborhood, open up a barbershop, open up his own beauty line, and create a six-figure business. There's something to that. And I had to ask him, what was his mindset like out there? And what is the difference between his mindset out there and the mindset of the black man, black woman, the young black child here, and why we can't get across? And he flat out told me, and he said he doesn't know if it's going to be popular, but he's just going to give it like he sees it. And a lot of us we make excuses because we're blocked in our mind. And when he said we're blocked in our mind, I was like, yeah, this brother gets it. We might not be on the same level word for word, but this brother gets it. It's all in the mind. See, he came over here maybe knowing what it was about, what it was good for, but never having any limited core beliefs in himself or his grind. If A, B, and C could have a barbershop, why can't I? If I could direct people to beauty products that make them enhance their beauty or enhance their look, why can't I create that? And I love that. I love that attitude. Why can't I? Why can't I? Why can't I be successful? Why can't I eat the way I want to? Why can't I live the way I want to? Why can't I be my own boss? I can. Why can't I? A lot of people don't answer that. A lot of people, because they're afraid of success, they're afraid of the hard work, they'll go, yeah, but. Nah, there is no yeah, but. I'm going to ask you, why can't I? My son, he's 10 years old. It's my motherfucking second chance on life right there. It's my man. He's going for a second black belt, December 8th. He has one in Taekwondo, and he's going for his Tang Sudo. Similar styles, but different in arts based on location. And he's made it his goal and his journey just to be great. Now, I got to push him. I got to be in his ass, but that's my job. I'm his teacher. I'm his provider. I'm his nurturer. So, of course, he's going to need a push because any kid will be comfortable if you allow them to be. Any kid will sit there and play the video games all day and eat bad all day if you let them. But all they're looking for is someone to teach them in a lesson. Now, another thing that I prided myself on was not teaching my son by running my mouth. That wasn't good enough. I told myself that because far too often we see a lot of young, especially black boys, getting hit with the mouth, getting hit with a bunch of talk. Oh, I got you, I'll do this, or I'll do this, or you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. But what example are you leading? What example are you setting? What example are you showing? They don't want to hear you, they want to see you. And a lot of people that go in the wrong direction, they see what's going to get them success and happiness and out of their rut, so they do that. So it wasn't good enough for me if I wanted my son to be great, to just go, yo, you need to be great. It wasn't good enough. If I wanted him to get up at 6:30 in the morning to work out, I needed to be up at 5 working out. If I wanted him to eat right and get rid of meat and get rid of this, I had to do it. I had to do it because it wasn't good enough with me just saying it. How can I sit back and go, Jay, you need to be up at 6:30 every morning because you got work. You got to be great. But he's up at 6:30 and I'm asleep till 7:30. What the hell does that look like? What's that going to do for a child? When I first became vegan a couple years back, I didn't force anything on my kids, nothing. I led by example. And that 8-year-old at the time seen his dad do it. And by example, he said, Dad, I don't want to eat meat no more. Now, you think if I just told him, eat meat or don't eat meat, that he'd have did it? Hell no, now the daddy's sitting there with a pork chop and some chicken sitting in front of him. Why would he? You know what I mean? You got to lead by example. And a lot of guys and ladies and women, fathers, mothers, they refuse to set the example because they never had one themselves. And because they never had one themselves, they like to go, yeah, but and give that excuse on why they won't pass on some generational wealth. I refuse, man. I refuse. I love my parents dearly. I was fortunate enough to have my mother and my father in my life. As a black man, I feel very fortunate in having that and having the listens. You know what I mean? Very, very motivational, but I told myself that I'm going to take all their good and I'm going to learn from all their bad. And my parents talked and they aspired for me to be greater than them. And I recognized that early, but never found it in themselves to necessarily lead by example. You know what I mean? So I told myself when I have children, and I had my son at about 24, and I wasn't ready to be a man yet. I still had some growing to do myself, and I made mistakes. But when I saw him and he looked at me, I knew I had a responsibility to not only talk, but walk. Not only talk, but walk. My son knows that he's black and Hispanic. I'm half black, I'm half Hispanic. So I'm all black. You know what I mean? And his mother's from the Bronx. She's Puerto Rican. Skin black. And my damn headphones go out again. Shame on you, Beats. I ain't been in here 20 minutes. Damn. Oh, that's a downer. But anyway, we're gonna keep it rocking. I tell my son all the time, you're a minority. You're a black male. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything to you. Yeah, there's great in the world. Yeah, there's beauty in everybody. But yeah, there's a lot of negativity in everybody too. And it's not good enough for you just to be good. You gotta be great. You gotta be great. And I'm not accepting anything less than great. I'm sorry, son, I don't mean to be hard on you, but being great is hard. Being great is hard. And when I push him and he gets frustrated, then I go out and see him in martial arts and he's excelling. 6-time grand champion in the tri-state area, Philly, Jersey, and Delaware at 10 years old. 2-time Triple Crown champion, which means he was first in his division in weapons, open form, and fighting. That's a testament to being great. You gotta be resilient because life is going to throw things at you that you aren't ready for. Yeah, I'm very excited about my son, man. I'm super proud of him. I'm really not the kind of dude to throw my kids on social media because I got a lot of platforms and there's a lot of nonsense going on to keep my kids protected. That being said, I'm gonna show his belt test. I've already been telling him this, get ready because you'll be live on December 8th. Because I'm proud of you and I wanna see you shine. And I wanna show the people what hard work gets. So I'll be live on December 8th to watch my little man do his thing, and y'all be out there too. Make sure you show him your support. You know what I mean? But about to get off of this joint, get some back working real quick. I needed this sweat. Sweating like a slave. You know what I mean? But indeed, you gotta be obsessed with being great. I got you. I definitely will. I'll be on a lot before that, promoting it and doing my thing. I got you for sure. Rocco, I don't know if you follow Viral Hip Hop News or everyone in the building follows Viral Hip Hop News as well, but I'll make sure I share the link right on there and let people know. I'm looking forward to that. And I also got some live workouts with me. Because like I said, I lead by example. So next Tuesday, you'll see me going and doing some live boxing workouts for an hour with my trainer, instructor Dan Carey. I had a very dynamic interview with, you know what I mean? Appreciate that, brother. I don't know if I have the links for the hats in this description box. If I don't, I'll make sure I get them in there. Definitely in Viral Hip Hop News, and I sent the Truth description box. Got so many channels, because I'm obsessed with being great, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'm on here 22 minutes now. Let me cool off of this joint. Ugh. Yeah, I got a good sweat going on right now. Indeed. I love these builds. It's nice and slow in here right now, which I was hoping for. The food menu today. I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm gonna cook for y'all today, man. Have a little meal for you. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live or pre-record that joint.
But I'm gonna do the pulled sweet potato, pulled pork sweet potatoes that I was telling y'all about on the live a couple days ago. And I'll probably do a spinach salad with a homemade honey Dijon balsamic, and I'll do all that live, man. That'll be dope. Super easy, and that shit is fire. I have my son record that joint, so I'll have him talk a little bit and talk about his martial arts a little bit. That should be real dope. Oh goodness. Chef Sam, yo, you know what's funny as hell about that? My dad is a chef, and I'm Sam the third. So he's been Chef Sam my whole life, chefing shit up. That's funny as hell you said that. All right, give me 1 second. Take these worthless ass headphones off. Yes, indeed. All right, bet. Get in here and rock this joint on now. Got a good sweat building already. That's heavy as hell. Ain't going there right now. I don't try to be He-Man, man. I like to get in reps. I like to get in the proper. I like to work the part that I'm going for. You know what I mean? I knock out 10 front rows. I knock out 10 push-ups. I like to superset everything. And I appreciate y'all rocking out with me this afternoon. It's Saturday. You know what I mean? I also got a video that I'm working on. This one will definitely be live. It's on the dangers of protein. Because we hear nowadays in society, we need protein. Nah, protein is one of the worst things you can put in your body. And I'm going to do a very in-depth video about that. Hopefully give a lot of people some different perspectives on proper nutrition and the dangers and a lot of the things they promote on your mainstream media. It's going to be very interesting, man. It should be real dope. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be referencing a doctor. I believe she's out of Florida. She's a plant-based nutritionist. Her name is Janice Stringer, something like that. Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. Looking forward to that. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I'll be on Viral Hip Hop News Live tonight. Might even jump on Viral Uncut. This is non-stop content. Like I said, I'm obsessed with being great. I'm obsessed with success. Now, I had a little bit of turmoil on Viral Hip Hop News back in June. And a lot of people dealing with the issue I dealt with would have probably quit. And I know they would have quit because I looked up the issue I had, and a lot of people that had the same issue, they did quit. They couldn't deal with it. They had to run back to something comfortable, something normal to them. Nah, not me. I had to figure out that problem to get better. So, okay, they want to give me issue on one channel, I'll give them 4 more. You're not going to give me issue on all of them. You want me to fix this? I got to do this. I got to do this. Okay, got you. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to do it better than everybody. My only competition I'm staring at right now is me. The only competition out there is you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they have a hard time starting at 0. That's the fear for somebody, seeing that 0, seeing that they're not ready for that. I embrace that. I embrace a new challenge. You know what I mean? Bring that shit on. Bring that shit on. So like I said, adversity is going to be in your face whether you are a millionaire, a billionaire, or if you got $100 in your pocket. Adversity is going to stare you right in your face and ask you, what are you going to do about it? You going to go, yeah, but? Or you going to go, why can't I? I'd rather go, why can't I? You worried about somebody talking about your looks? Really? That's why you're not going? You're not going because you're afraid of what somebody's saying about you? Really? That's gonna stop you? Somebody that doesn't have any say in what you got going on in your life. You're gonna allow some words to dictate what you do. I wish I would. Oh, your family situation, you gonna let that stop you? You gonna use that as an excuse? Really? Really? I wish I would. Just to give a little history real quick. That's why I love this channel, because I can get personal on here. My mother's from Washington, D.C., Georgia Avenue. She was left on top of a hotel building by her mother, who was on crack on August 5th, 1963. She doesn't know who her mother is, her true biological mother. My grandmother and my grandfather, who were gods in my eyes, they adopted my mother along with 3 other children in D.C. and gave my mother another life. Gave my mother another opportunity. My mother doesn't know her mama, doesn't know her dad. Biologically, she knows her real mother and father, obviously, the ones at heart. And I watched this woman grind. I watched her work 2 jobs. My whole life, 80 hours a week, nonstop, 5 days a week to provide for me. I never saw her complain. I never watched her complain. I never watched her quit. So although she may not have been providing that generational wealth that I'm seeking to provide for my kids, she instilled that generational work ethic. To never stop, to never quit, to always work and stare adversity right in the face. I'll give you another story on my mother. Strongest woman I know. I got in a car accident probably when she was about 10 years old. My grandmother, grandfather, and the kids in the whip at the time, they got in a car accident. Foster agencies took my mother and the other children away while they were dealing with the car accident. Took them away from my mother, my grandmother, and grandfather. Put my mother in this other foster home. My mother skipped school for about a month and a half straight and sat in the playground with rats and roaches right across the street from my grandmother and grandparents' house and would not leave until that foster agency gave her back. She knew who her family was. She did not stop. She did not quit. She did not surrender until she got back there. So me knowing all this, how the hell could I have dreams and aspirations and allow somebody to say something about my looks? Somebody to say something about my appearance? Somebody to say something about my past life to stop me from doing what I'm doing, to stop me from achieving my goals? I wish I would. I will never. Why can't I? Why can't you? I mean, you just gotta have a will to be great. And never give excuses to the cards you were dealt, man. This is what it is. This is heavy as hell. We're gonna rock this joint down. 10 rows, 10 push-ups. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Like I said, on this Saturday, y'all could be anywhere else. So I appreciate it. So how y'all doing today? Pleasure's mine, trust me. Foxy lady, I seen that you were upset that you missed the show yesterday live. I put that up, it's pre-recorded on the Uncensored the Truth podcast if you want to check that out. That should be up there and available for you. Yes, indeed, I appreciate y'all, man. Indeed. I don't know how many sets I did. I'm kind of just talking and vibing with y'all. But I know I'm throwing 10 push-ups in between all of them, so I had to do, 6, 7 sets of exercise right now, so I'm at 70 push-ups. And that's great. know what I mean? Because you can fool around and do 100, 200, 300 push-ups in a session and not even really realize it. Until after, anyway. You're sore as hell. But it's all worth it. Can't wait to show you how that boxing workout. Are you familiar with systems of fighting or workouts? Absolutely. Indeed, I am. And I look forward to it. Like right now, when I go live and I'm messing around, I vibe, but I have particular workouts and plans and set in place. If you go through some of my old catalogs, you'll see that. You know what I mean? My son definitely got him in. Oh, system of fighting. My bad, bro, my bad. I am not aware of that. What is that? I don't even remember if I did my push-ups. I didn't catch that last. Oh, what is it? So it's like constant training, constant movement. I guess I subconsciously, you know what I mean? I subconsciously do that. It's always been my style. Like, I've always been into working out and played football my whole life, ran track, so I've always been into physical fitness. But I've never been one of these meatheads that want to sit back and fill up 97,000 pounds and look in the mirror and take a selfie and drink water and shit. Like, nah, man, I want to work. I want to get a sweat in. I want to work cardiovascular and, you know what I mean, calisthenics and all at once. While I'm implementing weight training as well. Woo! Working. I don't even think I got a set goal. This shit's heavy. Let me take this down a little bit. Oh, shit. Yeah, man, I love Bruce Lee workouts. And tell me they don't work. I mean, you look at a body type like a Bruce Lee. It wasn't super bulky, but lean, shredded, and lightning quick. You know what I mean? Don't pull a muscle. Nah, I promise. Not me. I'm listening to my body today. I don't got enough weight on here to pull a muscle. Trust me on that. Ain't gonna embarrass me on here. I promise you that. Some more push-ups. Hard work. Indeed. I broke a rib by sneezing. Damn! No, that can't happen. I used to be known as an aggressive sneezer, I guess. I used to shake rooms and shit. I felt like I tore a couple ribs in the process. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second, I'm gonna throw my sweatshirt back on. I wanna sweat. It's a great day, man. I love having the time to not only work, but to be able to talk and vibe with y'all too. Yeah, man, I was an aggressive sneezer. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Loud as hell, for no reason. I'm gonna do a little bit of do some flies. So I'm gonna grab these 15s. I mean, not too crazy. Let me move this shit over too. 1 second. All right, cool. So I got some things I'm gonna kind of market and advertise as well to thank you guys. I'm gonna do giveaways at 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? I'll probably give definitely you guys a free hat and some merchandise. So Rocco, although I would appreciate the purchase, if you could stick around till I grab 1,000, I got a free hat for you, bro. I promise you. You know what I mean? Any day. My Thanksgiving plans, you know what I mean? Because honestly, just to give y'all some real, things ain't where I need it to be as far as my business is concerned. Like I said, I'm a real obsessive guy, especially on success. So it's kind of hard for me to celebrate or have a good time right now, especially like around the holidays, but I'll probably get out with some fam. First, Foxy Lady, excuse me, love, I got a hat for you too. 1,000 subscribers, mark my word, I got a hat. But probably just chill at the crib, chill with my kid. We got a father-son football game the day after. Oh God and his stepson and myself and my son, we're gonna be out there and having a good time. We'll probably show some footage of that. I'll just be at the crib, man. Hopefully the Redskins beat up on the Cowboys' ass again. Chill out, man. I'll probably make some vegan yams and some vegan mac. Maybe some greens. I just don't feel like cleaning them things. And I don't think I'm gonna suck my mom into cleaning some greens this year, so I'll probably just be chilling. What's everybody's plans for Thanksgiving, man? My lady probably gonna get me out somewhere. I don't know, like I said, when that little bit of situation happened in June, I just told myself like, nah, it's time to work. I gotta figure this out, I gotta right this wrong. These aren't actually heavy, Miss Foxy Lady. Those are 15 pounds. I have those exact dumbbells actually at home when I get my home workouts in, which I'm gonna start pre-recording too. Finally gonna be with family this year. But what happened in June? I'll tell you what happened in June. So let me think, let me go back. December of 2017, I left my job. I was able to finally quit a job in the casino like I talked about early on because I gained a lot of success with viral hip hop news, hip hop platform, things like that. Gained enough revenue to start my own business, start my own corporation, which I did. That's why I intro every video with CEO of DLS Media Incorporated, Viral Hip Hop News, because starting my own corporation is very proud of that. So everything's going well, everything's going great. And then YouTube hit me with a little drama saying that they were gonna demonetize my channel. They were gonna take away the ability for me to gain revenue on my platform. Now, when they did that, I was at 127,000 subscribers in less than a year. I began to staff a viral hip hop news team. I was in the process of beginning my own website. Things were starting to move, starting to employ people. So when that happened, and that immediately got cut off, I went into like a shelter mode where I had to make sure everything was straight, but I could not move forward in the business. Thought that this would be done, thought that the problem would be alleviated by now. This happened in June. We now sit here almost in December and the problem's still going on. So in June and July, I was kind of like, all right, damn, feeling sorry for myself. You know what I mean? In my own rut, still promoting and still doing things, but as that adversity happened, opportunities began to open themselves up because I really got hardcore with the Uncensored True podcast and understanding that, oh God, and I had to get this thing popping. You know what I mean? We can't allow someone to dictate the way they're dictating right now. Got to take it out of their hands. So we got that popping. We made sure we solidified that. Made sure we started solidifying other avenues and other businesses so that we can ensure if something like this would have happened again, that we'd be taken care of. Another thing that it made me realize is I'm so worried and distracted on this one, and maybe this is a sign that because you were so distracted and so comfortable in that success that I got to take you back out of your comfort zone so that you can realize there's far more avenues for you to be open and there's more important for work for you to be done. And that's what made me go and look at Push Up with SamAnt and go, okay, God, okay, universe, I think I got the answer. I'm too focused and too worried about this very thing right here that is causing a distraction now. I no longer can worry about the distraction. I set myself up financially. I set my family up financially to where we can deal with any burden that may come our way. Let me build these structures. Let me build this brand correctly to make sure and ensure that nothing like this ever happens again. That's what I'm obsessed in doing right now. And it's great. I love the journey. I love the adversity. Like I said, bring that shit on. Every day I learn. You know what I mean? Is it easy? No. Do I wake up sometimes and get in my bag and get upset and get frustrated? Absolutely. But I'm disciplined and focused in the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, we started the Uncensored Truth podcast in March. It's one of the top podcasts in hip hop in the game right now. Going into December, the fourth quarter. From March to December, we put in this work. That can't be taken away from us. We got two of the top, excuse me, I'll do some push-ups real quick. Two of the top hip hop channels on YouTube right now because of hard work. So I can't allow the distraction to stop me. I can't allow the adversity to break me down. I couldn't allow even looking up tutorials and things like this on how to alleviate the problem and hearing those horror stories. People having to go back to work, quitting this, doing this. All these horror stories to make me go run back to that casino? Nah, why can't I? I'm gonna make this work, I'm gonna make this happen. And oh, what a testimony it's gonna be when everything's good and everything's beautiful, because it is right now. I'm successful. I'm blessed. My body is going to about failure right now. I feel it. Let me see what I did today. I didn't do nothing too crazy. Did the lat pull down to the front with 10 push-ups combined, 5 sets. So I did 50 push-ups on that, 50 reps. I did 6 reps on a row with another 6 sets of 10 push-ups. So I did 120 push-ups, I just did 10 there, and about maybe 130, 140 reps. I'll take that. Hey, Miss Fox Lady, I appreciate you sticking around. We're about to get out of here too. Take care of your family. Stuck around with me for an hour and I can't thank you enough. I think I'm about done in here right now. I'll probably get in a little more push-ups. I'll do push-ups till I burn out. You know what I mean? You take care. God bless you. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Ooh, I got to about 33, boy. Nah, I'm gonna get 50. Let me get 17 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. Woo. All right, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit. Yeah, buddy. That sucked. It might be more. Damn, I want to read that. I wish you had some alkaline water. Yo, facts. I usually do. And I naturally alkaline my water. Every morning I wake up and I boil a cup of water and I'll throw lime in there. I do 2 cups of that. That's the first thing I drink. But you're absolutely right. That alkaline water is absolutely important. And it's crazy because even the water you get nowadays. Yeah, naturally, that's a natural way to alkaline it. Throw lime in there. My man Ron, what's up, big dog? It's been a while, man. You still out there doing your trucking joint? Still doing your trucking thing? Out there making that money. That's my guy. Did I forget my keys again? I sure as hell did. Word. That's what it is, man. Forgot my keys again. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get back on here and get busy for real. I just had a dope hour workout. I'm gonna do some cooking later on. You know what I mean? We got Massachusetts in the building. Indeed. Hey, how are you? Just left the gym and I left my keys in there. Can I just grab it? Thank you, I appreciate it. Grab these. Yeah, man, it's beautiful out here in Jersey. About 50 degrees, nice and sunny. Was you ever in nah, I'm about to say, I didn't see you at Planet recently, right? Within the last year or so, Rocco? Oh, my bad, Rock. Oh, Ron, my fault. I was talking about the old casino days, Ron, and how our parents, you know what I mean, and how we grew up and how that was the allure. You feel me? How the casino was the popular thing until you got in there and got sucked into that shit and realized it was nothing more than a beautiful gold plantation house. You know what I mean? I used to work with my man Ron over in the casino. Used to have some great bills, you know what I mean? And definitely talk about days when we'll have our freedom. I met a lot of good brothers in that casino, a lot of brothers with the same aspirations as I and Ron, but you don't see a lot of them getting out because they like to do that but stuff, but instead of that why can't I. It ain't nothing more than a trap house, man. They make it look good. They put up the pretty lights and the bells and shit. They got the women rolling around, you know what I mean? But they don't even put clocks in that motherfuckers. They don't even want you to know what time it is for real. I'd rather be in a trap house. You know what I mean? But like I said, it sucks so many of us in, especially living out in this area, because if you don't go to college or anything, it's right there. It's fast money, especially as a kid. When I got into the game when I was 19, 20, I'm working in a nightclub and I got all this scattered ass running around and I'm 21 years old, and then, oh yeah, I'm making a couple dollars in the club, and then I got Joey Scapuzio throwing me $100 here and there. Yeah, you get caught up in that life quick. You know what I mean? But you put 4 or 5 years into that joint, and you realize you done made 75 cents worth of raises in 5 years. You got people trying to tell you what to do that don't got more talent, like I said, in your pinky than you do in your whole goddamn soul. And you look around like, yo, what am I doing here? This is a dead end. But can't get out because now you're comfortable. You know what I mean? How am I going to get out and start over when I got a mortgage and I got a family and I got this? And I get it. But a lot of them casinos, they set you up perfectly just to be able to pay the rent, pay the crib, pay this. Don't think about going on vacation. Don't think about having fun with your family. And oh yeah, if you got a kid, you better make sure you ask me, can you have off? Because if I don't want to give you off, I'm not giving you off. And your kid just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, all right. That's why I respectfully told them nigga have that. Respectfully. Go ahead and shove that right up your golden ass, you know what I mean? But I'm about to walk back to the crib. It's been a great build. I'm about to shower up, praise the Most High real quick, and then get back to these videos. What Ron say, plus? Nothing but a number. I was inmate 2623. Brother, I was inmate 14876. Inmate 14876. Indeed. It's like it's a shame you can't even forget the fucking numbers. It's always ingrained in us. So they try to do. You know what I mean? But I'm back in the crib, man. Appreciate the bill. Rocco, salute. Ron, salute. Foxy Lady, I know you're not in the build no more, but salute. Anybody else that's watching, salute. About to shower up real quick and get back to it, man. Push up with SamAnt. I appreciate the build, and I'm out of here. Peace.